Hello, greetings, ChemCom. This is Mr. D talking to you about our activity, Mendeleev in Outer Space. Mendeleev in Outer Space is all about trying to figure out what are the missing elements information. And to do that, you're going to have a bunch of cards that we have here. And these cards need to be sorted. You need to sit there and arrange them into some sort of logical pattern. So start by changing them face up and laying them out. As you do so, you're going to need to decide how deep do you want these to go, how long do you want them to go, how many rows, how many columns, how many spaces will you have for these, and will you have to change them? The answer to that is yes, you will have to change them. It's going to take quite a while for you to figure out exactly what pattern will work and how many columns and rows you will need. Do not worry about that. That is normal. That is fine. There's nothing wrong whatsoever. You just need to figure it out. Now, if we look at these cards, you will notice that each of these cards has a lot of information on them, such as their atomic mass, their reactivity, their charge, and their melting point, as well as their phase. Now, pro tip number 1, do not organize them by phase. It's not going to work well for you. Pro tip number 2, if you look at the unknown cards, the cards that you're trying to figure out, such as this one, you will see that the only thing it gives you is atomic mass. As such, you need to find the phase, the reactivity, the charge, and the melting point. Now, we already talked about how to find the melting point in class, so you need to remember that one. The phase, it's really hard to figure out. Just look at the overall pattern, and you may be able to get an idea as to what the phases should be. But the reactivity and the charge totally has a pattern, either going up and down, or left and right, or maybe even both. So you just need to keep your focus. Try and try again. Now, the atomic mass being the only thing that these unknowns give you, probably going to be what we want to organize our table by. So I'm going to sit down and try to organize this by atomic mass. The heavy ones I'm going to put to the bottom and tackle those later. The lighter ones I'm going to put up to the top and get them. So 138 is heavy. And I can sit here and just try to sort them over and over until I find something that works out well for me. So this 17 should go over here, etc. And it's going to be a lot of sorting, a lot of moving around until you find something that works. It could be sets of 4, it could be sets of 5. But whatever it is, you want to sit down and try to get it so that there's some sort of pattern that as you go. Then you may have to sort this again and again and again, and that's okay. That's not a problem. You will eventually figure out some sort of way to interpret this, to read this, to get this all set. So make sure that you do not give up and you just keep on trying. Might be too much. So again, you're going to be sorting and resorting until such a time that you can see that something works. Right now I've got 4, 8 going across here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now I'm going to keep on putting these by atomic mass until I start to have things repeat. And it's going to go again and again and again until I find what I need to. Okay, I'm going to move this one down because I just found another one. And it's okay. You're going to be sorting this and resorting this as time goes on until you manage to get a pattern. So I can do it by 7, I can do it by 8, until you see there is a correct solution. There's actually more than one correct way to organize this, as long as you can get the missing information for your unknowns, then you're doing just fine. So again, it's going to take a lot of sorting. However you go about it, do not give up, continue to sort, and eventually what you're going to see, now that I've got several of these here, at least what you should see, what you're looking for, is you want to see that things progress from left to right as well as up and down, making sure that there are things that we can go left to right and up and down. That way we see patterns, similarities to these. You can check them by reactivity. You can check them by charge. You can check them by melting point. It's up to you. In the end, don't give up. Do not fret. You're going to be okay. Just keep on trying. You will find victory. Good luck, ChemCom, and have fun. Bye.